Today we can discuss dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen refers to level of free non-compound oxygen present in water. The amount of free non-compound oxygen present in water. The dissolved oxygen is an important parameter in assessing water quality. The amount of dissolved oxygen, that is, lower the dissolved oxygen level, can harm aquatic life and affect the water quality. Dissolved oxygen vary with the water temperature and altitude. As the temperature decreases, that means cold water holds more dissolved oxygen than warm water. Water holds less dissolved oxygen at a higher altitude due to lowering of atmospheric pressure. That is, as the altitude increases, the amount of dissolved oxygen decreases. In the similar way, as the temperature increases, the amount of dissolved oxygen decreases. The thermal discharges from power plant, which is also lower the dissolved oxygen. This dissolved oxygen decreases, that means with increasing pollutants. Then dissolved oxygen, this pollutant, that is the extent of water pollution, is assessed in terms of BOD and COD. BOD is the biological oxygen demand and COD is the chemical oxygen demand. Dissolved oxygen can be determined either by titration method or dissolved oxygen meter. So that is the dissolved oxygen, the amount of free oxygen present in water, which is vary with the temperature and altitude. As the temperature and altitude increases, the amount of dissolved oxygen decreases. The amount of dissolved oxygen decreases, that means the pollution increases. Then this amount of dissolved oxygen determined by either by titration method or dissolved oxygen meter. First, the measurement of dissolved oxygen by titration method. Titration method, that is the Winkler's method. Titration method, Winkler's method. The experiment is already done. That is the estimation of estimation of dissolved oxygen by Winkler's method is already done. Then the procedure is, first a glass bottle is taken with airtight stopper. A glass bottle is taken, then the bottle is filled with water. Into the glass bottle, first manganese sulfate is added. This manganese sulfate is added to water, and the alkaline Ka solution is also added to the solution. Manganese sulfate and alkaline Ka added to the solution. Then shaken vigorously and allowed to stand the glass bottle about 15 minutes. Then a precipitate is settled at the bottom. A precipitate is settled at the bottom. This the principle is, this manganese sulfate react with the alkaline, that is the manganese hydroxide is formed. This manganese sulfate alkaline Ka added to water, first forming manganese hydroxide is formed. This manganese hydroxide undergo oxidation by dissolved oxygen present in water, forming basic manganic oxide, that is MnOOH twice. MnOOH twice. Then into this adding sulfuric acid. On adding sulfuric acid, that is this basic manganic oxide, the color of the basic manganic oxide, that is the brown color, precipitate is formed. This precipitate is due to the formation of a basic manganic oxide. On adding sulfuric acid to glass bottle, then it liberates the iodine. This liberated iodine is equivalent to dissolved oxygen present in water. In order to determine this liberated iodine, it is titrated against the sodium thiosulfate solution. That means, in order to determine the iodine, that is liberated iodine, a 250 ml solution is transferred into conical flask. From glass bottle, the solution is transferred into 250 ml conical flask. Then titrated against the standard thiosulfate solution using starch as a indicator in order to determine the liberated iodine. That liberated iodine is equivalent to the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water. Then dissolved oxygen is determined by Winkler's method. The Winkler's method, first the procedure is a glass bottle. First a glass bottle is taken. Then the water is added to glass bottle. A water bottle, that is the glass bottle, is filled with water. The reagents is added. First a manganese sulfate and alkaline Ka solution is added. Then this manganese sulfate reacted with water forming MnOH twice. That is manganese hydroxide is formed. This manganese hydroxide undergo oxidation by dissolved oxygen present in water, forming basic manganic oxide. Its color is brown colored precipitate. On adding sulfuric acid, iodine will be liberated from water. That liberated iodine is equivalent to the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water. In order to determine the iodine liberated, first a known volume of this water is taken from glass bottle into conical flask. Then titrated against the sodium thiosulfate using starch as an indicator. Then the amount of iodine liberated is determined. This amount of iodine liberated is equivalent to the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water. By titration method, we can determine the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water. The reaction, water, first alkaline Ka and manganese sulfate is added, first forming manganese hydroxide. This manganese hydroxide undergo oxidation by the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water, forming basic manganic oxide. This basic manganic oxide then again titrated against the sodium thiosulfate using starch as an indicator. Iodine, the liberated iodine can be determined using starch as an indicator. That is the dissolved oxygen, the amount of dissolved oxygen determination by Winkler's method. Then the dissolved oxygen is also determined by dissolved oxygen meter, just like pH meter or colorimeter. The amount of dissolved oxygen is determined by dissolved oxygen meter. Next, BOD. BOD, biological oxygen demand. Biological oxygen demand. BOD is defined as the amount of free oxygen required for biological oxidation of organic matter under aerobic condition. Aerobic means in presence of aerobic bacteria at 27 degrees Celsius for a period of 5 days, or at 27 degrees Celsius 20 degree for a period of 3 days, for 27 degrees Celsius for a period of 20 degree 5 days, 27 degree 3 days. That amount of oxygen required, that is known as the BOD, biological oxygen demand. Here oxidation is done by aerobic bacteria. Oxidation is done by aerobic bacteria. That is, biologically active oxidizable organic matter undergo degradation by aerobic bacteria. By aerobic bacteria using the dissolved oxygen present in water. That means oxidation is done by aerobic bacteria using the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water. The amount of dissolved oxygen in water is reduced. That means as the pollution increases, the amount of dissolved oxygen decreases, BOD increases. The oxygen consumed by microorganisms is proportional to the amount of biologically oxidizable organic impurities present in water. The larger the BOD, that is, greater will be the pollution. BOD can be expressed either milligram per liter or ppm. That is the biological oxygen demand. The amount of free oxygen required for biological oxidation of organic matter under aerobic condition. Here oxidation done by aerobic bacteria. Then as a result, the amount of dissolved oxygen present in water decreases. Then the dissolved oxygen content decreases, that is the BOD value increases. The BOD value increases, that means the pollution increases. Next, the determination of BOD. Experimental determination of BOD. Experimental determination of BOD. Experimental determination, the procedure is, first a known volume of sewage water is taken in a pot. It is mixed with the amount of fresh water having no BOD. Mixing the known volume of sewage water and mixing with the fresh water having no BOD. The initial dissolved oxygen water is measured either by titration method or dissolved oxygen meter. Then initial dissolved oxygen that is measured is B1. Then this bottle is closed and incubated at 20 degrees Celsius for a period of 3 days. The 4 to 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius, this bottle is incubated. After 5 days, again the amount of dissolved oxygen is determined either by titration or dissolved oxygen meter method. The difference in dissolved oxygen, that is equivalent to BOD. BOD is equal to D1 minus D2 multiplied by volume of water after dilution divided by, divided by volume of sample before dilution. D1 minus D2 multiplied by volume of water after dilution divided by volume of sample water before dilution. D1 is the amount of dissolved oxygen before incubation. D2 the amount of dissolved oxygen after incubation. Then the BOD can be determined. The BOD is a parameter to measure organic pollution. Larger the BOD value, greater the pollution. As the BOD increases, that means the pollution is also increases. The BOD, the disadvantage is it is time consuming. It is the time consuming, that is the BOD. Okay. Now we discussed what is dissolved oxygen and what is BOD, biological oxygen demand. Okay, thank you.